Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady. Right, first up, I would like to welcome all of the new subscribers that have sneaked on this month. And hello and welcome back to all my old girls and guys that come back for regular craziness. Right, so first up on today's Whips and Bits. Now it's 87. Crikey, number 87. Where's the time flown? Right, so today, first up, we have got our video roundup. I do this all the time, don't I? But it's a way of making sure that I've told you about all the videos that have come out this week, just on the off chance that you've been too busy or that you've missed some and gone, no, what am I doing? I've missed one. Right, so the very first one up was our 12 Days of Christmas, day number 5. Now, this one is a nice little one to go and have a nose at. Okay, so I'm giving you the wink. When I wink, that means it's something you want to really go and have a look at. Okay, because it could be beneficial for you. That's all I'm saying. Right, the next video up was our Naughty Santa wine box cover part 2. Now that is the video tutorial for this cheeky guy here. Now please remember, just because it's labelled wine box doesn't mean it has to be used for a wine box. It's just because he's naughty, that's where the tap comes out on his trousers. So yep, he's a wine box. But just by changing the front panel on this and copying the back panel, you can close the box up so there is no gap there, which means that you could then use it to cover something else or use it for something else, like I'm actually doing with my Santa. He's holding yarn. So I find his a nice, a little cheeky yarn ornament, so that when I'm sitting in the lounge surrounded by all that other Christmas stuff, he can be sitting on the side, I can have yarn coming out the top of him, and the rest of the family's none the wiser once I push the yarn down and stick the project in. Bonus cheeky project bag. Right, video number 2, of course, was a Christmas 12 Days of Christmas, day number 6. Now, this one has advent calendars and free patterns that I found all over the internet, and I've had lots and lots of fun going down that rabbit hole, really, finding all these different patterns and me going, I want to make it, I want to make it, I want to make it. But of course, I haven't made many of them, and there is one pattern that I'm keeping my eyes out for and waiting for. So fingers crossed that'll arrive before New Year's, before Christmas Eve. But we'll just have to wait and see and keep checking back. But as I said, that has got a lot of Christmas patterns on there for you. Then that cheeky day 7. That was me finally showing you the finished project that my big sis, adopted by the way, adopted by me, I've known her too many years, but adopted big sis gave me a challenge at the beginning of the year to make one of those Mandela blankets, basically. And she introduced me to a lovely creator who makes some stunning blankets, and of course I chose some very random colours. But luckily for me, the colour choices worked out beautifully and it looks very festive. So of course, that is our day 7. So if you haven't had a chance to have a look at that, jump onto the playlist that will be either popped up here or it will be on the end screen. Okay, that will take you through to all of the 12 Days of Christmases that have been published so far. Right, so then next up was... Right, so day 8 was another absolutely gorgeous pattern by our cheeky Reggie at J Hook Crochet. Now, of course, I've made this one up, and if you want to have a nose, pop over to that video so you can have a look and you can see if I did or didn't go wrong. Because I normally do, don't I? Right, so have a nose at that video and have fun, basically. Right, the next videos up, or should I say the other videos within this week were of course our Back for This Evening live, which happened on the 7th at 7:30, I think it was. Oh, I can't even remember now. Yeah, 7:30 GMT on Tuesday evening. That's the Tuesday just gone. And of course we had the daytime, and it's called Daytime Kick Up the Bum. and that one was on at about 1 o'clock on the Wednesday. Now, both of these were my secret, that's right, you heard it, secret, Christmas celebrations. So during these lives, I actually gave my gorgeous crazies that had visited me and was joining in on the live the opportunity not only to win a corner to corner vault pass, meaning they could pick up any of the missing seven patterns. So if they've missed one of the 7 patterns that I'd already given out on the channel, they had a chance to pick that one up. But of course, most of the crazies that are on my lives come to my lives pretty much all the time, which is absolutely brilliant. I love it. So they already had the 7, so they had a ticket. They got a magic ticket instead, which meant if they had answered 2 of the questions and got it correct, they could stockpile their vault passes. So 2 vault passes, and then made it into a ticket over to grab themselves one of the paid patterns off of the Ravelry shop. So congratulations to all the girls that managed to do that, and to the couple of girls that are left that only managed to collect their 1, don't panic, you will have an opportunity to grab another ticket for the rest of this month, but you're the only ones that will be able to shout ticket. Okay, so next week and the week after and the week after that, it's back to normal on the lives. It is only those couple of girls that have already won 1 ticket that have the opportunity then to get another ticket and a paid pattern off of the Ravelry shop. Yes, I am tight, and I am cheeky, I am tight, but come on, girl's got to earn a little bit, so she got some money to spend on alcohol at Christmas. And I'm not a complete evil toe rag, because at this moment in time, over on the Ravelry shop, of course, there is that 10% discount running on all of the patterns. So all you need to do at checkout is type in this phrase here, which is "It's Christmas," and ideally, as you type it, you're meant to shout "It's Christmas." Hey, why not? Okay, so that will get you a 10% off of all of the patterns over on the store at the moment. Now, talking about patterns over on the store, if you hadn't noticed, I am wearing my oh gosh, I've still got an end that hasn't been sewn in. I've got my Lillybeth shawl on. Now, this is my very first attempt at making a shawl. Okay, that's all my own pattern, of course, otherwise it wouldn't be up on the store. Now, this is, as I said, is the Lillybeth, and it's got a cheeky design modification in here. Now, not only have you got your normal pocket, but you also have a back section, so a back pocket, meaning that you could put a hot pad or your mobile phone in the back section and still have plenty of room for your hands. Okay, and the pattern has been written up in such a way that you can extend the length of it as long as you like. You can also extend the width of it as much as you like, and even down to the size of the pockets. But to be honest, I think the pockets easily cover your hands, so I like them. They're quite a nice length for me, but again, you can extend that as well. But it is a really big, a really nice pattern, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. So that is over on the Ravelry shop. It got released yesterday, meaning Saturday. Now, my one, of course, is made in an Aran weight yarn. Yes, that's right, I went up size in yarn and also up in sizes of hooks. Now, it is over on the store, of course, priced in at £3, and that is before your discount is added. So it'll be even cheaper for you at the moment. Now, also on the Ravelry store, or should I say new to the store this week, was the instructions for how to make the parts for the face for my tree, because I know a couple of girls did also want a copy of those. Now, that pattern, of course, went up on Friday. Sorry, I'm just getting to the right section again. And that one's only priced in at £1.50, and that's before your discount as well. So again, another cheeky saving. So that brings the total now of patterns that you're able to get your hands on over on the Ravelry shop to 20. That's right, 20. 5 of those though do not have video tutorials released on the channel as yet. So those ones are the of course the Lillybeth pocket shawl, that's not been made into a video. We have the a tree face, he hasn't either. The fairy wine box does have videos attached to her, but they are not getting released until next year. And of course the Pops baby hat and the Pops baby blanket also don't have videos on the channel yet. I haven't made them. That's because I'm going through a bit of a creative phase at the moment, and while my brain's working, I'm using it. So for those of you that haven't made it over, that didn't make it over I should say, to the lives this week, I started showing you a little fairy tree topper that I'm going to be making, because my little angel flew off last year somewhere, possibly got broken, possibly got binned, but basically she's not in the Christmas decorations box anymore. So my tree looks really bare at the top, and it's really annoying me. So I'm making my first ever doll, which is all my own pattern. She needs some tweaking. Okay, she does need some tweaking. I put a face on her last night, as in the eyebrows and the mouth, and I'm not keen. It's going to come off, and I'm going to try again. But this pattern is worked from the top down, and you actually do the hair as we go along. So we put the hair in, and then we build the rest of the head, stick the eyes on, stick the nose in as we go as well. There's none of this having to sew a nose over the top stuff. Does my head in. The least amount of sewing I can do, the better. You also work your way down, and you add the arms in as you go as well, and then you add the legs in. So the girls got to see her with, I think it was one arm attached. It might have just been the head and the neck, or it might have been the head, the neck and 2 arms the second day. But she is now clothed and she is now dressed. But before I show you her as she's sitting at the moment, what I'm going to do is pop a couple of pictures up that I took that I think are quite funny, because please remember, she is at this moment in time, and this one is oh, I just showed you a little bit, this one is going to be a topper for the top of my tree, but the pattern has been written out so that you can either have a topper or you can have the doll. Okay, meaning that the base of the pattern is closed and the doll is stuffed, whereas this one isn't stuffed. She has a toilet roll tube that's been placed inside her to hold her shape, and it also protects the stitch work from the Christmas tree. So here are the pictures. Now she's still missing her wings, and that's the bit that's actually got me stumped at the moment. It's got me thinking, do I go simple or do I go a bit more fancy? What would you think would possibly work with her? A more fancy frilly style a wing, or a very generic wing? It's hard to describe them, isn't it? But one would be a sort of very solid, and the other one, so the generic would be quite solid. The other one would be sort of a lace style. What do you think? Pop a comment in the description box below. I really could do with a bit of help here, girls. Right, now I'm going to show you a photograph actually of how she looked with her new dress on, because that's right, she has also got a dress. So her dress has been made, her dress has been put on her, and here it is, a picture of her so far. Right, what else have I been up to this week? Okay, I did a bit of Christmas shopping, nothing interesting. The nice food that we bought has already disappeared into our bellies, so I will have to go and do a proper shop closer to the time. But in regards to crochet related, what else have I been up to this week? Well, I'm joining in on a crochet along, which is only a little 3-part crochet along, and it's for aragrumi. Now it is being hosted by 3 beautiful Irish ladies over on Instagram. Yep, over on Instagram. Sorry, brain turned to mush again for a second. Now it is called the mini cow crochet along, and it is being hosted by dear Jackie. This is going to be difficult. Right, so it is being hosted by 3 different ladies. One is called dearjackistitchery, the other one is called pinktomatocrochet, and the third one is called whimsicalyarncreations. Now these are 3 gorgeous Irish ladies that are each putting out a little aragrumi for Christmas. Now the first one has already gone out, and I've actually already made it. The second one is due out on, I think it's the 12th, and then the last one is due out on the 18th. I think that was correct. I really hope that that was correct, and if I'm wrong, and I'm really lucky if the girls are actually watching, hopefully they'll correct me down below. But I don't think they will be watching, because, well, I don't know if they've got a channel. I have done a little search, but I hadn't found anything yet. But what I will do is I will pop a link. Can I do it? No, I don't think I can, but I will pop a link in the description box, which will take you hopefully over to one of, who's it? I'm just trying to think who did the first one. Dear Jack Stitchery, I think she did the first one. So, but whoever it is, I will pop a link to the very first pattern in the set now. Are you ready to see him? He is so photogenic. I think it's brilliant. So this is where I show you now, and it looks like a pile of poop, but I've got an absolutely cool picture that I'll stick on in a few moments. And now this one is called S'mores Please. And now I'm not very good with s'mores. I haven't actually ever had a proper one. But I know that they're marshmallow, and they're heated marshmallow, and they're stuck between biscuits. I just haven't got the proper biscuits yet. Right, but here we go. Here is my little take on the s'more. Isn't he cute with his little smiley face? And even the chocolate base as well. So there we go. Oh, I am not doing very well today, gang. I'll turn him around that way. There we go. Okay, so what I will do is I will actually pop another picture up. Now, he only took me an hour and a half. That was it, an hour and a half. And what was it? 3 different colours of DK yarn. Now, yes, I used DK. Really, I should have used cotton, but I haven't got cotton to hand. I haven't got multiple amounts of. Okay, I've got that Aldi stuff up there, but I don't like working with it. So I might do an Aldi one just so I can see what the size difference is. It's going to be immense. But my little guy, or big guy, I should say, I used a 2mm hook and Signet Pato Everyday DK in the white. I think that is a chocolate, and then some camel. And if I've remembered them 3 correctly, I'm going to be so impressed with myself. So I'm going to quickly stop the video and go and check. And while I'm doing that, there is going to be a picture for you. Nah, got it wrong, but the right colours were on screen a few moments ago. Alright, next up is a little guest appearance from our cheeky Liam. For any of you new crazies that have joined the channel lately, Liam is the family dog. He is a raving lunatic, but he is also our raving lunatic. He was a rescue from Romania. We were really lucky. We got him when he was about 4.5 months old. Now, we got him from our local animal shelter. So I do shout out Cheltenham Animal Shelter quite a bit, or at least I throw stuff at them when I can. But my friend at the moment, Emma, who is also one of our channel members, she is fostering now for a rehoming charity, and that brings over dogs from Romania. So every now and then you will get to see Liam and a new friend. So whenever she gets a new friend to foster and she's able to come down and visit, Liam gets a play date. Liam sometimes it has to teach them how to be a dog, but he loves that job, so there's not really a problem. And it also means then that we can compare the way the first dog reacted to the way the second dog reacts, third, fourth and fifth, and carry on like that, so that when she does a write-up about whether this particular dog that she's got at that point in time likes dogs, we will know that there's a comparison that she can work from, and not just her own dog. Because of course her dog's got a couple of issues and mine's a cantankerous toad, so it's good to have a two to work from. Right, but anyway, here is Liam. Right, so first up, I was trying to get him to help me with some photographs, okay, and mainly for Instagram, but I thought it would be nice to show you them too, because of course he does take some absolutely stunning images, and every now and then he has a go at my stuffies and he'll sit and hug them or whatever, and it makes a nice picture. So this time around it's Christmas decorations. I'll let you choose and work out for yourself. Was he a good boy or wasn't he? Stop it. What's he doing? Liam! Oh no! Liam! Liam! Stop it. Okay, stop. Leave. Don't panic, and no puppy and no stuffy was harmed in the making of that short clip. And he was only doing the hand over the nose because he was hiding, because he thought he was going to be in trouble. So to make sure he realised that he wasn't actually in trouble, he got something special.
He's got it.
Have you got your treat out? No. You can't open another one till tomorrow. That's it now.
Did
All
you
gone.
just open number 2? Oh no. So that's number 9 there.
Right, that is it for me for today. As you can tell, the light has gone in this room and outside as well. So I'm going to head off now. I will see you all really, really soon. If you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody. Oh, and by the way, keep an eye out for lives. Laters! Right, super dark. And this is a mega add-on. Okay, now this Sunday, meaning today, meaning this evening, if you jump over to Reggie at JHook Crochet's channel, she has got her Christmas live on, where you have the opportunity to win lots of really cool prizes, one of which of course is one of my patterns, but this time round you're gonna actually get the chance to choose it off my Ravelry shop. That's right, I'm coughing up a proper pattern. Now tonight's live is going to be so much fun. It is being hosted by Reggie, of course, and Cath from Cath's Eye Catchers. How super cool is that? It's going to be lovely to see the two of them teaming up. So she will also be running a special code that you can use over a couple of different creators' channels. She will tell you all about that on her live. Now the code is, sorry, I'm just reading it off my email. Hooker's Holiday. It had to be done, didn't it? That is Hooker's Holiday. I'll write that here. And you'll be able to get 15% off of different items over on some other creators' channels. That includes this one, actually. I'm going to put it on. Now, this a 15% discount code will work from today through until next Saturday, and then it will drop back down to the 10% till the end of the year. Okay, so if you're really desperate to get those patterns and now you've realised you can get an extra 5% off of what was already being offered earlier on in the video, then jump over to my to my Ravelry shop to grab that pattern. But don't forget, also head over to Reggie's live this evening. Her link for her video will be on my end screen, okay, or should I say around my head about now. Bye everybody.